Hey folks, welcome to the Fusion 7 Healing Truth School show. How are you today? What's going on? Thank you for joining. I think I missed a few names as you rolled in. Hi Erica, how you doing? Caught that one. What's going on, Scott? Thanks for coming in. So today is all about the flat earth theory. Yeah. Oh, yay, bless. You caught me. How are you? I am your intuitive transformation coach, and here on this channel we talk about all kinds of things from cosmic mysteries to interactive transformation, healing processes, and all of the above. All of the above. Wasn't expecting you until Wednesday. It is Wednesday. What's the theory? I'm great, thanks you. Yeah, I'm good. Well, the theory is that the earth is flat, basically. And many of you may or may not know that this is causing wildfire all over social media and the internet. And I did mention yesterday, because I did actually scope yesterday and said that I would scope about this. Yes. Exactly. It's because I'm like an hour back from you guys, which means that your Tuesday would be my Wednesday. Exactly, it's the times. Yes. So we're talking about flat earth theory this morning. So these are bullet points that I wanted to make. Somebody asked me also on my YouTube channel if I would share my 2 cents on the subject too. And I thought, rather than writing about it, I'd just kind of do a transmission about it, yeah? Which would save a lot of time and make it a little bit more interactive too. What's up, Bolina? Thanks for coming in. So the first thing that I want to share with you guys is that it's, what I'm going to share with you today is my own intuitive disclosure, okay? It's my own intuitive disclosure. And these are messages that I received from Primary Source, which is the way that I receive my intuitive information. Hey CJ Lily, what's up? Thank you for being here. We are discussing flat earth theory. Welcome, my darling. And yeah, we're just going to share a few bullet points as they came through, as I wrote them down, as I always do, because the way that I kind of receive is through my writing, okay? So this is why I'm always documenting my stuff down and then sharing it with you guys. So if you're ready to hear it, and if you think somebody else may be interested in listening to some flat earth theory stuff, then don't forget to share it on with your community, or those that you might find that they might benefit from this transmission, okay? So here we go. Before I actually start with what came through, I'm just going to share a few of my own speculations and points from a scientific perspective also, and my own feelings about it, okay? So the first thing that I want to say is that I really do find that it's a shame that there are teachers out there that I do respect that have resorted to mud-slinging matches due to their dual beliefs, okay? So, you know, there are teachers whose works I've been following, and they've resorted to kind of like slagging each other off. And I really don't get that. We can disagree without resorting to personal insults, yeah? Like I will say lots of times, for example, you know what, I find that this is disinfo. This isn't true. This is, you know, my perspective about it. But it doesn't mean that I had to take, you know, the person at hand who said it and tear him to pieces. So I just don't understand the point of that. And it also, I believe that also devalues the person's work when they do that. Yeah, so not quite happy about that personally. And the scientific points that I wanted to make, yeah, right, we don't have to start getting like nasty and bitchy about it, do we? I don't see the point of that. Hey Melk, welcome, thanks for coming in. So the scientific points that I just wanted to quickly mention is that we really do have to pay attention to great teachers such as Aristotle, who confirmed that everything in the universe is spherical through his observations, And that was, of course, followed by Galileo's observations, who confirmed that everything orbits, yeah? So things that are flat don't actually orbit, do they? It wouldn't be possible. And then, of course, later on, quantum physics and sciences also confirmed that the planets actually spiral through the multiverse. And this I actually found through my own intuitive observations before I found out about the quantum ones. And I'm sure a lot of other people like myself found the same too. So if everything is spherical, if everything orbits even though it's elliptical, and if things are spiraling through the universe, it's probably not very likely that those bodies would be flat as a pancake. Okay, so those are our kind of logical, scientific, just makes sense diagnosis of the situation to start with. Okay, so now we're going to go into my intuitive receptions. Okay, so this is what came through to me when I quietly meditated upon it, if you want to call it that. Hey Cart, what's going on? What's going on? And thanks for the hearts. Okay, so here we are. To those of you that teach or guide truth, mystery school, or esoteric teachings, or those on an awakening journey, this has created much confusion. That's the first point. The second point is this has been coined as a psyops by many truthers, people who are into the truth movement. However, the way that I received it is that it's more misunderstood than perhaps it might have been used to manipulate people by some, but it started off as a simple misunderstanding from people's observations and calculations from quite a narrow perspective, okay? It is flat or a plane from where you see it, and a sphere or a planet from where you cannot see it. So it's actually both. So if you're looking at it from a where you are perspective, then it's going to be flat, okay? But if you come much, much further away, obviously, from a more sort of a planetary perspective or higher up, then you're going to see that it is in fact spherical. And it is common sense too, isn't it? Now, it makes sense. It is an unorthodox theory that attracts people that have a need to be pioneers in their fields of interest. Now, this could potentially create another hurdle to bypass by those considering this as a concept to invest their beliefs in. So it's very important for people who really are on an esoteric path, on a spiritual path, even those who are into the sciences too, because especially those who are into esoteric wisdoms and metaphysics, they are going to explore this like I did myself, because I wanted to check out, you know, what the theories were based upon, how they were coming to those conclusions, and how it was going to affect like the esoteric and truth community. And it can be quite confusing to some, because you want to believe something that's a little bit different, a little bit that's kind of, you know, that perhaps an anarchist might believe in. And we need to be careful with that, you know, because even though we do need our unorthodox theories, we do need to be careful with the ones that we invest in. Yeah, makes sense? Right, so of course we do need the metaphysics and we need the esoteric gnosis. However, this misunderstood theory turns out to be disinformation. Okay, so that really is the bottom line. So of course it's flat from one perspective, but if you look at it from the highest and absolute truth perspective, it isn't, okay? By virtue of cosmic law and the laws of physics, everything arises out of the sphere configuration. Hey Sweden, how you doing, Matt? Thank you for coming in. Okay, so everything is of a sphere configuration. from the atom to the planet, and the Earth, nor any other planetary body as you know them, is an exception to this rule. Okay, so these are our points to do with the flat earth theory. Guys, it is just a theory, and I'm not quite sure why those that have bought into this theory have become so headstrong about it, and have also involved like a bunch of other theories combined into this one, so that it can be more real perhaps for some people. Yeah, something easier to buy into. I don't understand why that is going on, unless they themselves have truly and completely divulged into that. I can't really think of any other reason. Yeah, and I'm sure that many people that do teach this theory and have really sort of like putting it out there amongst their huge communities and whatnot, most of them I don't think really intend to mean harm. I think it's more of an egoistic thing, perhaps, you know, and just trying to prove something to the world. But you really have to add everything up and not just put stuff out there because, you know, it's unusual, different or unorthodox. Yeah.